All of these ladies said that they are crafting their way to Christmas. I am not so sure about that. Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're returning and if you are new, welcome. I have some very fun inspiration for you today, so without further ado, let's dive in. For our first one, I'm using this wood round that I pre-painted, and I'm taking this napkin. I got this napkin from the Dollar Tree last year, and it has some very nice Christmas sayings like seasons, greetings, joy, Noel. So I'll be using that for my wood round. So I just cut that in two. I removed the back ply from the napkin just using a little piece of masking tape. And once I had that done, I'm going to be using half of the board. Well, actually, you'll see what I did. After I placed the napkin down, I realized that it was still too light, so I gave it another coat of the white paint. And here I am just making little markings because I'm going to be dividing the board in two pieces or two equal halves. And then I'm just taking this piece of masking tape that I have already used, and I'm just making maybe about an inch and a quarter of the space in between, and I'm going to paint that with 1 or 2 good coats of Waverly chalk paint in moss. And I watered it down because this chalk paint is very thick, so I made sure that I dipped my brush in the water every now and then to make it pliable. And once I put that down, I removed the tape or I dried it. And then I'm going to tape it back down because I wanted like a thin line in the middle with a different color. So I placed it back down just to cover the areas that I'm not going to paint. Next, I took some folk art linen tulle and applied that to the center. But I'm just giving that one good coat and then drying it. And now that is dried, this is what it looks like. So now I'm ready to place my napkin down. I'm using Mod Podge and a fan brush. Place the Mod Podge down, spread it until it was tacky. And if Mod Podge is not accessible to you, you can use school glue or Ponal, as I know it back home, and the process would be the same, or any adhesive glue that you have. Just make sure to spread it until it becomes tacky. If this is your first time seeing this technique, I will link a video at the top. You can check that out. And once I had that done, I used the heat gun just to dry it a little bit. You can leave it to dry entirely. I don't leave mine to dry entirely. I just dry it a little bit. Now I place a napkin over that and just use my hand to smooth it out. And then I took the parchment paper and the heat press to reactivate that Mod Podge and seal it. Welcome to the channel. If you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm happy that you joined me today. And now I have done that part, I took a file or emery board and I'm filing off the excess in a downward motion. Now that is done. I had these little bells that I had already painted, 2 of them red. And then to give them a rusty, dirty look, I took a little brown oxide and just went over the bells just lightly. And then I strung them with 2 pieces of flower wire. And of course, to seal or surface, I went over that with another coat of Mod Podge. And once that was done, I dried it, and then we are ready for our next step. So to embellish, I took a gold marker and I just drew a line right above where the napkin met the paint. This bag of wood letters I got from Amazon, so I just selected the word welcome, painted that with some black apple barrel paint, and now they're dried. And to the side I am going to add some holes to my board. I'm using my handy dandy Hardell drill. I used the ruler to just measure the distance between where I wanted the holes and drill that. And here I took some small beads and painted them red, green, and then I had some natural ones in the mix. And then I just applied a little Mod Podge over the beads and rolled them in my palm just to spread it. And now I just took the jute cord and string that and then just fed them through the hole, tied the knot at the front. I made a swag from this pick that I got from Dollar Tree, and to hold it onto the board I used the drilled 2 small holes and a piece of floral wire to just tie that on there. Next, it's 2 ribbons and a choice. I tried to decide which of the 2 ribbons to use, and here I'm just trying to put them against the background to see which one looked better, and I settled on the green one. So while I make the bow, let's just talk about this challenge. This is Crafting Our Way to Christmas by Clari's Creations Part 2, and all the ladies that you see on the poster are the ones that are guest hosting. I will leave all of their links down in the description box below, as well as the playlist. Be sure to check all of them out. So here I took a piece of the ribbon, folded in the raw ends, and just glued that around the center of our bow to hide the jute. Then I added some hot glue to the bow, glued that down, fluffed it a little bit, then added the bells and that twirly ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree. Then I glued down the word welcome using some wood glue as well as some hot glue. I added Mod Podge for finishing and call this one done. Let me know what you think about this one. I got this set of Christmas tree ornaments from Walmart earlier this year, just about after the Christmas season. And I'm not going to do much to these because I love them as they are. So I'm taking the balance of the napkin that I used earlier and I'm just cutting out the poinsettias using the water technique to remove those. And I'm just going to decoupage these on our ornaments. Yes, ornaments. And that's all I'm going to be doing to these. I may change my mind and do something later on, but if it's not broken, why fix it? It's not broken, so don't trouble it. And that's what I've been telling myself. They look beautiful as they are. All they needed was a little bit of red, and that's what I'm doing. So let me know if you think I should do anything to these ornaments. I think they're beautiful as they are. So this one is very easy. Call it a hack, call it a DIY. Anything you want to call it, but I just love these. Cutie patootie. Cutie patooties. I actually did 2 but left 1 of them plain because I purchased 3, and here they are. Let me know what you think. Now we're getting on to the rest of the video. I'm using some ornaments that I got from Temu. These are the paints that I will be using. But then I decided to stain them with some antique wax. I applied the antique wax and then I'm just using a baby wipe to just wipe off the excess. After they were dried, I'm taking some washi tape and I'm just forming out my design on the ornaments. And I'm starting with the True Burgundy from Folk Art. With the Elephant Gray and the Tuscan Teal. And you'll see in a little bit that I also did an extra one and I painted that white. So I applied 1 coat, dried it, and then I applied another and dried it. And then here is the white one, and now I'm now removing the washi tape. These are Chalkator stencils. I've had these. Some I have used already, some I have not used. And I'm just placing them down to see how I want to use them. I'm starting with Waverly chalk paint in ivory. Now paste gives you better results with these silk stencils, but I didn't have any, so I'm just using what I have. So I'm fuzzing my stencil and I'm placing this down, and this says Noel. And I'm just using a little bit of the paint because I don't want it to bleed. So So once I apply that, peel that off. It did bleed a little bit, but that's okay. And now I'm going in with the True Burgundy again, and the same process, just using a small amount with the squeegee and wiping off whatever excess is there, because less is more, if you know what I mean. And make sure that all the areas that are supposed to be covered are covered. Now that one is done. I'm now moving into this one, and I'm using this gingerbread man fuzzing as much as possible, because this one is brand new. I've never used this one before. And then I centered it, placed it down, and here I go again with the ivory. And I just took a little bit out, wiped that down, and then use a smaller squeegee to spread that. Wipe off the excess. And this one is done. And I did that for all 5. Now I made some bows, 3 with buffalo gingham and 2 with a lace ribbon that I had. But before I glued those on, I took some Mod Podge on a makeup sponge, and I'm just applying that. And then once I Mod Podged all of them, dried it, I'm now going to take some greenery. And this is glitter fern from Dollar Tree. So I'm just cutting off little snippets because you don't want too much. And some snippets of berries. And now I'm gluing on the fern. And then gluing on the bow on top of that. And then gluing on the berries. And I'll do that for all 5. And now I am gluing on the lace ribbon. I love this lace so much. It just gives it a little bit of daintiness, chic, shabby chic if you want to call it. But I just love it. I'm now adding the twine for hanging. I snipped off the end, pull it under, and then just glued it down to keep it in place. And I'll go around and do the same thing for all 5. Yes, I did use a lighter and burn off the fuzzes. And these are done, guys. Oh, so cute. Let me know which one is your favorite. The Dollar General last year. I selected this one, cut that out, and then traced it and cut it out on a piece of foam board. I then sanded it down with the sanding block and cut a piece of this Chanel yarn. I'm going to use that for the string to hang. I did not remove the backing from the cling. You can if you want to, but I kept mine on there. And then I'm taking the disappearing school glue and I'm applying some to the foam board, and I'm just gluing down the string and some to the backing of the window cling. You can use hot glue if you want to, but I thought that hot glue would have made this lumpy and I didn't want that. Just like that, easy peasy snowman queasy. These are the items that you're going to need. So I cut a piece of the burlap ribbon, a piece of the buffalo gingham ribbon, and I'm gluing the gingham ribbon on top of the burlap. This inspiration came from Amazon. And I'm using a piece of my two-tone jute cord, and that's going to be for the hanging. So I just cut a piece, glued that down, and of course I'm singeing the edges of the burlap because I don't want it to fray. If you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I'm so happy you joined me today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget. If you love budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. So here I'm just laying down the Scrabble tiles on top of the ribbon, spacing them out evenly, and then I'm going to glue them on. There we have it. And now I'm adding some greenery. This is mistletoe bush. Got this from Walmart. And then I just cut off 2 leaves and I'm gluing those at the top. Just changing my glue stick there. Picked off some of the berries as well and glued those on. I had this little piece of gingham ribbon that was left, made a small bow, dovetailed the ends, took the little scrap, wrapped that around the middle to cover up the baker's twine, and then glue that on top and added a star. And this is done, guys. Quick and easy. What you think, and if you're coming by for the first time, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Now this is another easy one. I'm taking this wood slice. I believe I got this from Hobby Lobby 2 years ago, and this red truck ornament from the Dollar Tree, and I sanded down the wood slice, painted it with some acrylic white paint, and now I'm taking the scissors and just trimming down the Christmas tree because I wanted that to lay flat. And then I'm gluing that on with some hot glue. And then I flipped it around because, of course, can't waste the other side. So I took the gold marker from Dollar Tree and I'm just tracing out what is supposed to be the garland on the tree. And I also painted the ornaments red. And then I took a piece of jute cord, but I'm burning off the fuzzies. And I'm going to glue that at the top. Now you can use your drill to bore a hole in the wood slice. I chose not to do that at this time. I'm just gluing the jute on top of it. If you would like to connect with me on social media, you can scan that QR code or you can check my description box for my Linktree address. And you see how I achieve that? No drill needed. Alright, so for the other side, I'm going to glue on the Christmas tree and call this one done. Guys, let me know what you think about this one. You will see more of these in the final reveal. These are the items that I use. A bell that I had from last year, painted it and never used it. Some baker's twine, some greenery, and a piece of ribbon. So here I'm just attaching the baker's twine to the bell, and that's going to serve as a hanger. So I knotted at the top and then I just turned it around and glued it on the inside so the knot is not seen. Next I took the 2 pieces of greenery with the berries already there. I took these off from another decor piece and I just forced them into the opening of the bell. I'm going to glue them on afterwards. And now I'm taking a piece of the ribbon and making a small bow using the baker's twine to just connect the middle. And I'm going to glue that at the top. Not all the way at the top, just enough so you can see it when it's hanging. And then I took my fine tip Sharpie and I wrote the word joy. You can write something on all the other sides, but I chose to just leave it with this one. And this is done, guys. Like I said, quick and easy. Now our passage for today is taken from Isaiah 54 verse 10. Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love for you will not be shaken, nor my covenant of peace be removed, says the Lord who has compassion on you. Guys, I asked the Lord to give me the scripture to place in this video, and that is what he gave me. So I hope that it blesses somebody's heart today. In the final reveal. And there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed crafting with you today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more creative projects like these. And tap that notification bell as well so you never miss an upload. Need more inspiration? Click right here for other fun DIYs. Happy crafting, stay safe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!